went through our original design process, working with the school district, and eventually prepared a set of construction documents that went out for bid. We met LaFave's after they were the apparent low bidder and were awarded the construction contract. Prior to that, however, we had developed our own design based on our previous experience with metal roofing. This school suffered a series of problems associated with the deterioration of the metal roof, compounded by some poor features of its original design and installation, not the least of which were very low 1-inch high standing metal seams with poorly fastened seam covers that were constantly coming loose and leaking. One of the other problems was a very poor seal achieved at all the valleys. This particular roof is a 412 pitch and includes a number of intersections at various wings where we have valleys and concentrations of rainwater in heavy rainfall events.
After we had selected them and started to process and awarded the contract to them, LaFave came up with a slightly different solution than what the architect who had designed a roof replacement had come up with. Their idea was to install a roof over the top of the existing roof rather than removing the existing roof and replacing it. We looked at his option and we came back and we decided that we liked that option that LaFave brought forward. We liked several of the different ideas about it. We thought it would go faster for the installation. We thought that it was a big benefit to not having to take off the old roof and then opening up the building to the potential weather problems.
Our design was predicated on removing the entire metal roof all the way down to a sound substrate, which consisted of a 2-inch gypsum deck over a pre-manufactured cold form frame roof truss. This process would have exposed the entire interior of the building during the course of the work. One of the advantages that LaFave brought to the table was shortly after winning the project, LaFave's contacted us and they contacted the school administration about a different approach to the project. Their approach preserved the original roof, kept it in place. It saved us a lot of time by not having to demolish it. It also allowed that roof to serve as a temporary weather protection for the entire school throughout the project and removed all concern about water leakage into the building during the work. One of the other advantages of LaFave's approach was that they offered a very low-profile purlin system with a waterproof metal roof system, standing seam system, on top of bad insulation. This way we were able to achieve all our original insulation objectives, but working on top of the original roof and getting essentially a better roof product. Joe LaFave in particular and his engineer Chuck Hatcher were extremely cooperative and supportive, working with us and us working with them through the shop drawing phase. We worked through a lot of interesting nuances and details, aspects of the construction in order to assure that no matter what, wherever we might have a screw hole penetration, water would not leak into the building ever. So many of our roofing projects are undermanned, understaffed, and we get varying degrees of skill. This was not the case with LaFave's. They brought an extremely professional, experienced group of installers to the site. There was project leadership at the site, always accountability, persons we could go to during our visits to be assured that production was continuing and being monitored in terms of quality and delivering a good product. As we got closer to the end of the project and a lot of detailed special metal work was being installed, LaFave's brought in additional resources to make this effort go smoothly and to assure that we were getting the very highest quality workmanship. client had a very high degree of confidence from start to finish on this project that LaFave's would not only meet schedule, but that we would achieve all of our quality objectives as well. And never once did we encounter anything that required a single change order on the project. The only changes were changes really initiated by the owner at one point in the project, and that was the only change order we really dealt with the whole time.